everybody, it's Soaping Sunday, and today I'm getting back to making some soap because I've been working on the business the last couple weeks trying to get everything ready for launching my soap business, but I gotta get to making more soap. And I'm really excited because today I'm gonna do the biggest batch I've done so far. I'm just gonna keep pushing myself to make bigger batches now that I know after doing my soap calculation cost, and I made a whole video about it if you wanna check that out, and realizing that the smaller the batch, the more expensive it is per bar of soap. So by doing larger batches and pushing myself to get better at larger batches, I can reduce the cost of my soap per bar. So I'm gonna try that out today. And I'm also gonna be doing different scents today because I have a pre-order, which I'm really excited about, for gift sets with different scents. And so I wanna give my customer, hey Tammy, the ability to smell each of the scents and choose which ones she wants to put in her Christmas gift sets for her pre-order. So I'm so excited about that. I'm gonna do that today. So let's get soaping. I'm so excited to wear my jacket. Oh, and I just recently came out with the designs for the soap packaging that I'm going to be doing, and so if you haven't seen them yet, definitely check out that video on my new soap packaging reveal. All right, I ended up with about 38 soaps. I've got 18 sunflowers. I've got 8 of the circular soaps that are all different scents. The extra soap that I had from making such a large batch, I ended up putting in this here. So I'm going to let that cure and then I'll cut that up into individual bars so I can just sell those as just plain individual bars. And it has a nice lavender and cedarwood atlas scent to it. So that'll be really nice to have for personal use, and if it comes out nice as just selling as a nice simple square bar. I did have some cocoa powder soap batter left over, so I did stick that in the extra container over there, and I'll just use those for personal use as well. Don't want to let any soap go to waste. I was definitely racing against the clock. It took me 3 hours to do all of this soap, and the batter ended up being so much that my bowl could barely contain it. And so I need to get a bigger bowl if I'm gonna do big batches like this, because I was definitely losing soap batter in the process trying to mix that up. So I need a bigger container. With the sunflower soaps, I did do a lavender and lemongrass essential oil scent, and I've used lemongrass in the past and it seizes up the batter. It did the same thing today, so I had to quickly scoop it into the sunflower mold. I'm really hoping I was able to pack it down enough and smooth it out on top that it'll hopefully come out nice out of the mold, but we'll find out tomorrow on that. So I'm excited for the unmolding tomorrow, so we'll see what we end up with. It's the next day and I'm really curious to see how these soaps have turned out. Will my largest batch yet be a success or a fail? There's only one way to find out. Let's see if I can unmold them. I'm gonna start with my little extra soap batter as my test subject. Since this was just the extra batter that I had, it's ready to unmold. And this is what I was worried about. The batter got thick, and so it's not the smoothest looking soap. But hopefully with these being the last ones to go in, maybe the other ones will be okay. But these extra batter soaps do not look so good. All right, let's try some sunflowers and see what we've got here. Oh, the first one is actually pretty. All right, not bad, not bad. Yes, so it's definitely an issue when your batter gets thick, because it can cause areas to not fill in properly because of how thick, and it's almost like a pudding type of consistency. So some look better than others. So unfortunately with the sunflowers, they're just not perfect enough for selling. So I'm gonna have a lot of personal use sunflowers to have for my own personal collection, or maybe to sell as a imperfect soap at a discounted price. Let's hope the rest of the batch comes out good. Okay, so these are my 8 different scents that I have. And so we're gonna check these out and see how they smell and how they came out. Now these, they don't have to come out perfect because they are for smelling purposes to see what kind of scents we like. All right, here we go. The very first scent is Lavender and Cedarwood Atlas, which is one of my favorites. And it smells really good. Number 2 for scent is the Lavender and Lemongrass. Oh, I love that like crisp lemon smell, but with the floral lavender to go with it. Really nice. Number 3 is geranium, lavender, and cedarwood atlas. So a nice floral smell to it. Number 4 is geranium and lavender. So this is without the cedarwood atlas. So an even stronger floral scent to it without the undertones of the cedarwood. So really nice. Number 5 has 5 scents in it. So this one here has lemongrass, rosemary, ylang ylang, cedarwood, and orange. So it smells really good. It's one of those that you want to keep smelling because you keep getting hints of different scents. So it's pretty cool to have like the 5 different scents all wrapped in there. Number 6 has orange, bergamot, and cedarwood atlas. So you can definitely smell the orange, but it's also got some nice deep undertones with it. So that smells nice. Number 7 is peppermint. I was gonna do eucalyptus and peppermint, but I couldn't find eucalyptus. I wonder if I ran out, but just peppermint smells like classic peppermint. It's really nice. And last but not least, number 8. Number 8 has citrus, so orange and lemon, but then with a hint of patchouli. So it's a really nice citrusy smell, but the patchouli smell really grounds it. It's a nice scent. So I'm really happy with how these scents turned out. I think it's a really nice collection of different scents that hopefully my customers will be really happy with those options. All right, I made some little 1-inch lines on my parchment paper here so that I can make sure that I'm cutting even cuts for this. So let's see if this will unmold. I'm going to line it up on here. All right, the first sliver is off. This is way harder than it looks to cut it evenly, even with having lines here. To actually get it to cut where you want it to is not easy. I'm hoping with score lines that I'll be able to cut it more evenly. Alright, that looks better. Actually got a 1-inch bar this time. Okay, so scoring the soap on the very top with the measured 1-inch sizes is the better way to go. It's easier to get straighter cuts that way and at the right size. So I liked that better. So if you have not invested in one of those multi-cutters or wire cutters that measures things out for you before you cut them and keeps everything straight, this is a way to do it. It's still not perfect, but you do get some nice bars out of it. So I'm actually really happy with how the log soap came out. It's a beautiful, simple bar. It smells great and it'll be a nice bar to lather up in the shower. So not a complete fail doing this large batch. I got the scented soaps that I wanted out of it. I got this beautiful loaf of 10 bars of soap plus a couple little extra ends that I can use. And then the sunflowers, hey, you never know. Maybe I'll be able to sell them at a discount as a imperfect soap. So thank you for hanging out with me today as I continue to push myself and to learn and make bigger batches and figure things out as I go in preparation of getting this soap business off the ground. So I'll see you in the next video. And if you haven't started soaping yet, what are you waiting for? Get your soap on.
1, 2, 3, 4. Do you want to farm a wicked awesome farm? Watch this channel to learn what to do. We love to farm